Hey boo. So I realized that a lot of y'all liked the whole Love is Blind thing I was doing, the recaps, the reviews. And I realized that Love during Lockup got a new season. So I'm like, well, let me see how this go. Let's see how this go, okay? Because I actually like watching that show as well. Excuse how I'm looking. I know time is of the essence when it comes to these whole episode reviews. So you gotta take what I give, okay? We on season 4. We're gonna talk about episode 27. My fiance got a fiance, honey. If you like content like this, you definitely gonna want to stick around. The energy is here. Make sure you thumbs up this video to let YouTube know that this needs to be advertised in them YouTube streets. We're gonna start with Tay, Hottie, Boston. So in the beginning of this particular episode, Tay wants to meet up with Boston because she done heard, child, that her fiance got a fiance, okay? And she want to get to the bottom of this right goddamn it now, which I don't blame her. I don't blame her one bit. I do want to say though, when sis called up, it sounded like she was giving hostility through the phone. And see, that would have caused her not to get no damn meet up with me, okay? Because if you gonna come, baby, come correct. Her whole demeanor is a little off. Okay, and it's all about the approach. It's not what you say, it's how you say it, baby. But nonetheless, Boston decides, you know what? Sure, I'll go ahead and meet up with you. Ain't no problem, child. So she pulls up to the little spot, to the little Mexican store, and she's sitting there waiting to the restaurant. And she's like, you know what? See, she getting on my nerves because she got me waiting. Like, baby, who the hell you think you are? When Boston starts walking up, she want to start talking about the girl like, oh, I know this ain't what my man is wanting, and showing all her damn insecurities, baby. That's all it is, in my opinion. So then Boston sit down and she like, well, what's up? What's up? You want to meet me, so what's up? She like, yeah, bitch, what y'all been up to, or what you been up to? What you and Hottie been up to? And she been like, well, bitch, we been up to planning a wedding, if you must know, since you all in my business. Tay goes to show her the ring like, baby, what you mean? Me too. That makes 2 of us. Boston's like, this bitch is delusional. I don't think she was expecting that, y'all. I truly don't believe that she was expecting that. Now, what I can say is sis poker face is good, okay? Because throughout this whole thing, I felt like she should have blew up a little more than what she did, but she really had her whole thing in check, her whole attitude in check compared to Tay. And Tay starts trying to get close up to the girl, like, come here, but let me sit next to you. Come on, come sit right here, right here, right here. And it's like, well, for what? Why you need to get any closer to me? Boston is asking. Rona still exists, baby. Give me 6 feet. She like, oh no, it ain't nothing. I'm not. Trust me, I ain't finna hit you. I ain't got nothing. I just want to sit right next to you. And then she's going on like this in sis' face. Claims she wasn't coming in their energy, but baby was on 100 when she showed up. But you can tell Boston was really not trying to even take it there. She wasn't even on that. They both started studying each other out. And during that time, I was just sitting there just shaking my head this whole time watching this scene. Because I'm just like, see, this is what happens with a lot of us women. A lot of us women, we direct our anger to the wrong mother, okay? All that energy, all that heat, all that anger should have been directed straight towards Hottie because, baby, he the one. He got y'all out here both looking stupid as hell, okay? I don't even like that one trying to make one feel even lower than the other. And, oh, he did this, but he told me this, and he had such and such to bring me mad, but who bought yours? And it's just like, girl, it don't matter who bought what. At this point, it should have been like, no, this is trying us. Boston starts getting a little antsy. She getting up. She like, I'm about to go because, see, this bitch don't know how to act. She belongs in the zoo somewhere. I was trying to keep it cordial, but sis don't know how to act. Being too aggressive. And then Tay talking about, yeah, because you was laughing in my face. I thought that Boston was laughing because she was nervous as hell. Sometimes when you're nervous, sometimes when you like about to run up, we laugh it off. People, that be them crazy ones too, honey. Don't underestimate her. And all of a sudden, when Boston was like, you know what, I'm finna go. I ain't got time for it. I don't want to talk no more. I don't want to talk. I'm good. Tay like, no, babe, where you going? Why you going? At this point, y'all, I was convinced that sis is bipolar. She flipping over tables, aggressive as hell, talking out the side of her ass, and then want to tell the girl where she going when she like, you know what, I ain't got time for this drama. And then suddenly, like a light bulb just switched on in the mind, child. Hey, just got it under control. She was like, you know what? Let me start off by saying I apologize. She started letting her know, like, sis, you know what? Really, the problem is not with you. It's really not with you. She finally came to her senses, child. My problem ain't with you. It's with Hottie. He done been telling us. Then she trying to convince her as well. Like, look, we both looking stupid. He got us both out here looking stupid. Dumb. I was in love with a fantasy. I was in love with a dream. I was in love with the what else. I was in love with the whole ideal, honey. But clearly, he not. Boston just claims that she's on top and that she ended up getting the guy, and I'm just like, well, she says you just as crazy as what's her name said you look when you was walking up. I don't even understand how you could be okay with this whole situation, child. I just don't even understand it, okay? Just hearing this whole storyline, I can just tell that it's a whole lot of fuckery going on. I truly don't believe neither one of them is gonna leave him. I don't believe now one of them is on top. I do believe, though, if they decide to keep continuing to talk to Hottie, then they might as well go on together and be sister-wives and live one big happy family, honey, okay? She and the man. Because her man is my man and my man, that's her man, too. Let's get into Jessica and Dustin now, child. So it starts off in this particular episode where Jessica and her daughter meets up with Dustin's sister and the mother for the first time. So she immediately goes into, oh, I got something to show y'all. I got something I want to show y'all. And then just pulls up her shirt and had this big ass tattoo with his last name, I believe. Because I remember the mom saying, why you didn't put his first name? Like that make it any better. They both start asking like, well, I don't understand. What made you even do something like that? Like, you really love him? Like, you really think they finna grab the word? Y'all don't even really know each other in the real world. Then all of a sudden, the moment of dun, 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 okay, dropped. Because sis started going in like, honey, you was not the first. You was not the last. He doesn't normally last past 1 week with half of these women that he be meeting while he in jail. I don't believe that any of this is going to change and it's going to be the same situation. I just felt like slap after slap after slap Jessica was getting, okay? Jessica's like, so you think he's blowing smoke up my ass? Whatever the hell that meant. And then the sister was like, yeah. I'm just telling it like it is, honey. I just don't want you to get your hopes up, honey. Which I truly appreciate because let me tell you, a lot of these family members be going along with the whole shenanigans, okay? But when you got somebody that's going to tell you, when you got the family members that's going to fill you in, honey, you better believe it the first time. Mom drops the bomb and was like, child, he a drug addict. How you keep a poker face after that bomb being dropped on your ass? And she's like, well, I didn't know that. No shit. I'm pretty sure it's a whole lot of motion you don't know. Silence creeped over the entire place, honey. If somebody dropped a pen on the floor, you would have heard it. If a mouse want to squeak through, honey, you would have heard that as well. Somebody would have farted or anything, honey. Stomach started growling, you would have heard it at that point because everybody got quiet, honey. The family then was waiting on her response, and she was, I guess, waiting for it to register, child. I'm not really sure. Then she gets into the whole, what exactly is he using, honey? Now, when she said weed, I'm like, okay, because, you know, a lot of people, you know, using that, you know, I mean, it's damn near legal in some places. So I'm like, but then she hit me with the meth. I'm like, well, goddamn, that's a little more serious. They goes to say, well, honey, he ain't never had no stable relationship. Mentally, physically, emotionally, he is just detached. He's not there. He does not have it, honey. He's not stable. He's not stable, honey. Basically telling our ass you need to run. Run as far as you can, honey. On your Forrest Gump, run right now and don't look back. I was saying that the drugs always get the best of him, honey. The drugs always win. And if that is the case, then, honey, there's no room for her. All he gonna do is tear her down in the process, and sis needs to get on. I didn't want to interview the daughter like, oh my gosh, I'm scared for my mom. You know, I didn't know that he was an addict. She didn't even know. She literally rearranged her entire life. Girl, rearranged her whole life for a man that she probably won't even last in the real world about an hour with. Ain't looking too good for Jessica now. Ain't that much love in the world, honey, but the way I feel how she love on that man, how she seems like she love him, it may be a little too late. I feel like she want to try it out and see for herself, even though they sending red flags. Because when she was in the car, she got in the car, I didn't know he had a drug problem. But it wasn't like oh, I ain't fucking with him because, baby, that motherfucker got a drug problem. It was more of I didn't know that. Now, let me see how we can work around this. Maybe I need to do something, put him in. You know, she going to try to be that support. So she's going to try to be that one that feel like she can change a man. And, honey, one thing about it, if they don't want to be changed, baby, you can't change them. So now we going to get on to Chelsea and Mikey. Child, now Mikey done had a whole stroke. And nobody can't seem to find records of it. How the hell did his homeboy gain access to be able to write in his but he done went through a stroke just now. I mean, did he log in for him from the bedside? Like, how did this go? Sent her information stating this issue with very little information included, okay? It was like, yeah, this happened to him, but I'm not really sure of nothing else. On this episode, Chelsea's preparing herself to meet with Mikey's mom for the first time, child. She want to go down and figure out what the hell is going on, honey. I need to find out right away. Now, her friend apparently can't go with her. The daddy is like, well, you don't think the mama may be in on it? Like, you got to be careful, because apparently in her past, she done been taken advantage of. I ain't gonna lie. I know I ain't the only one who started believing that mama had something to do in the story as well. See what I was just talking about before? You know, you get the family members that be a part of the shenanigans and the ones that ain't gonna play with it. I felt like Mama Dear here was playing into the shenanigans, because when she pulled up, did you hear her say he had a mini stroke and a big stroke? He went to the big hospital, but she don't know the name of it. He's fine. He's fine. He's walking. He's talking. Ain't nothing wrong with him, child. He's fine. I know Mama Dearest can only go by what he's telling her, but I mean, if he did have that mini and big stroke right behind each other, and he came out on top as he did, then the Lord was with him, honey, okay? I don't know a whole lot of people who have went through strokes that just came out on top immediately like that, but that's just me. The bestie was just like, you gonna go by yourself, and I was kind of wondering like how this was gonna happen as well, because the mama don't know no ASL, I'm pretty sure, and like how was she gonna be able to communicate with the people them? Like I was a little concerned for her as well. Now I remember when she did arrive there, Granny sat on the porch. Granny ain't really say too much. Granny wasn't that friendly now. The mama came out. She like, oh hey, you know, gave her a little hug, and she was like, oh well, I know you read lips. I'm like, okay, makes more sense now. Make a little bit more sense. Now once Mama Dear's done share the information of what she know about the mini and the big stroke, and that's you know, they sitting around, they talking. Mikey done called in, honey. He able to dial. He can use the phone, you know. He calls in, child. He calls on in, and she's like, oh, you know, your girl here, she's beautiful. Matter of fact, she's beautiful, honey. And he's like, oh, yeah, really? Then he starts sharing the story all over again, child, of what the hell happened. He said that he was they thought he was dehydrated. He was on the court playing whatever he was playing. Something happened, and then something bigger happened again. I want to believe him. I want to believe him. Listen, DOA, I was dead on arrival, child. Ooh, and I know I wasn't the only one. Why they zoomed in on the mama mouth in the corner there, and she had like them little whisker, them hairs coming out like a little cat. Take me to the king. I was dead. I was just like, they ain't zoom in on her no other time. But as soon as she responded and said something with it, they zoom right there. And you just see nothing but the whisk. That camera crew wasn't right. They weren't right. Now, Mama Dearest said, well, you know, we're going to go ahead and lawyer you up, child. We're going to get a lawyer. Because we want to find out why they was withholding information. And sis here, she said she going out there with me too. I think Mama Dearest want her to come so she could pay. I don't know what to say about this in here, y'all. I just don't think that this will last. Remember I said Jessica and Dustin them ain't gonna last an hour out in the real world? I don't even think these two gonna make it in 30 minutes in the real world, child. I don't know, because that communication barrier is something, okay? He needs to get to going. He ain't got shit else to do, you know, while he in there. He might as well go ahead and take up a few ASL classes or so forth while he in there. You know, by the time he get out, he should be pretty good. Melissa and Louie, honey. I done seen crazy, but Melissa is crazy, ain't she, girl? Done went down in them people yoga class and trying to figure out some shit, playing and inspect the gadget and everything. Child, okay, hold on. Let's back it up to what happened initially. She went to meet up with Dustin's mom for the first time. Might I add, honey, sus was just a little meanie pants, honey. Somebody need to get her a rose or something, because she got a little built up anger, child. But I don't know, she just wasn't the sweetest or the most, you know, pleasant to me, you know. So she started dropping tea like, yeah, you know, because once he get out, he gonna come live with me. And I don't know what you gonna do, and Melissa like, well, wait a minute, this is the first time this news to me, honey, because he told me he was coming to Jersey. She shocked, she confused, she like, well, wait a minute, that ain't what he been telling me all this time. Now Melissa then goes meet up with his little former boss where he was working at the little pizza thing. Girl, wasn't them pizzas big as hell? Ooh, child, I would love to try something like that, but Anyway, she started asking him all the questions, try to start putting him through 21 questions, honey. I don't know. She was like an interrogator. He was giving it off with no problem, though. So he started saying, oh, yeah, he gonna come work with me. You know, he did have a drug and alcohol problem now. We did see it. He was in the bathroom, passed out for about 30 minutes to an hour on that oxy now, you know, but we wasn't sure. We didn't know what it was. He started letting him know, like, yeah, did he take up a job opportunity? Was he planning on coming back? He was like, yeah. He told me as soon as he get out, he has his job here. We have his job here waiting on him, and he said he gonna take it. Melissa starts being a little concerned because she like, well, wait a minute now. Drugs, alcoholic, now he lying too. She kind of second guessing on what she getting herself into, which I'm hoping she go along with that women's intuition she got going on right now. Now she can't wait till she talk to Dustin and find out what the hell is going on, because baby, you telling all these people something different, but you telling me something even differenter. I'm pretty sure that ain't no word, but it's okay. When he finally do calls, he started questioning him like, so I just left your job, and your job said that you planning on going there. So Mr. Sir, when was you planning on telling me that this is what was going on? Like, this was part of the plan. He like, well, you know, when I get out, I was going to be on probation. I can't just haul ass right away. That's common sense. Like, that's how he was talking. Like, baby, you should have been knew that. Okay. And then she's like, but what's up with this yoga certification your mama said that you was about to get with sis, the yoga instructor? And he like, yeah, what's up? What's wrong with that? I mean, Mr. Dustin himself got so mad, honey. He was getting so defensive. He was ready to get the hell off the phone. She was like, so do you want to see me tomorrow or not? And he's like, well, if you want to come, you can, but if you don't, hey, then don't. I don't give two, you know, it don't matter to make no matters to me. And I was just like, sis done traveled all the way from wherever the hell. I don't forgot where she came from. And this is the thing she get. This is the attitude, the treatment. Like, honey, Susie seeing the red flags right now. She needs to take heed. Miss Meanie Pants, Miss Crab, I'm calling her Miss Krabby Patty, honey. I'm talking about Dustin mama. She was just like, you know, she was hot and she went up to that boy job and did what she did. You know what I'm saying? Trying to see him. And I don't blame her, you know, because he ain't really too much like it either. You know, he was just like, no, don't come. What you doing? What you doing? I could get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? But she wasn't hearing it, honey. She wanted her a piece of the D. She didn't get it. That's what she said, but we don't know how we know. It's the way she went to the damn yoga place, Chad. She done took the class. Sis was there staking out. She was there for answers. She had questions, Chad. You know, she was the FBI for the day, you know. You know, she was the detective for the day. She just wanted to find out, you know, let me get one-on-one with sis. She just starts getting a little insecure, child. The insecurity starts shining the hell through. She's like, oh, look at her body. She's so skinny and she's so perfect. You might as well say she was saying she was perfect. Now I see why he was taking the class. I feel like when she's having her ass in people's faces because she had it in mind, you know, that's probably what those guys are wanting to take the class for. I mean, now that may be, you know, because they don't really get to see too much poom-poom, you know, in there, you know, not the real one anyway. So I was just like, she might got a little point, but she took it a little too far, because I'm pretty sure bro gonna be real upset when he find out that she slid up on that lady like that. So then that thing, you know, she took it an even step further, child. At the end, the lady say, oh, if you got any questions, concerns, baby, you can go ahead and, you know, ask me some questions. I'm here for you. Everybody leave here. She come up there, you know, yeah, you know, I'm Dustin's girlfriend, you know, and she's like, oh, hello, how are you? Like, okay, what you doing here? Damn, you taking my class? She goes to ask her, like, oh, well, what is it that Dustin really sees in yoga? You know what I'm saying? Well, really, she want to ask immediately, what the hell he seeing in you? Okay, what is it that he, you know, what y'all got going on? Seeing how the yoga instructor acted, she was like about to clutch her pearls if she had some on. She was looking like, ooh, made her feel a little bit uncomfortable. You could tell just by her whole little demeanor, child. But she cut her short, child. She was not giving off no information. If they is dealing with each other, she won't know. So told her, well, check in with him. I got another class coming up. I don't know what to tell you. Just don't worry about it. There's nothing to worry about. Send Dustin my love, you know, and you go ahead and head your ass up out of here. That's about all she got. So that was kind of a waste of time. Why do all that? I feel like you already done got enough. She done got enough, okay? She got what the mama said, and who the hell would want to deal with that attitude? Then she got what the boss said that he said it. Then you asked the source and he said what he said. And then now You go pull up on, you don't need no other confirmation, baby. Take heed, that's it. Justine and Michael. Okay, so in this particular episode, it starts with her getting the car from him as the gift. So they just went and got married, child, okay? I don't know, like, let me just ask y'all a question real quick from a prior episode, because I have watched the other episodes as well. I'm just starting from here because it's the most recent. But I feel like sis do too much. And I'm talking about his sister, to be honest. I just feel like, I understand being protective over your sibling, but she was just like, you didn't tell me first. You should have told us. And it was just like, really? Like, I don't know. Give off the vibe of that's her man than her brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, just stay in your lane, you know? I kind of like, though, that Justine kind of just brush it off. She kind of seems very unbothered when anybody say anything, to be honest. She ain't giving a fuck when nobody say. Her mama, they mama, you know, none of them, child. She wants what she wants. Now, I can say out of the two, they are kind of the cutest, but I can't wait till they get out to see how it really unfolds, okay? But everybody's concern is how the hell he's sending gifts through the jailhouse, okay? And great gifts to that, child. Did y'all see that car? Okay, they said he done sent diamond chains, and he done sent this, and he done sent that, and they trying to figure out, honey, what's going on, okay? Is something illegal going on? Shouldn't you be concerned? Her cousin comes in town, and she's showing her everything, and then, you know, she starts showing her this little vision board thing, or whatever the hell she done made over that child. But did y'all hear what the hell he done sent her? The type of he be sending her ass? Girl, blood, toenails, sperm, blisters. How the hell you even do that? I don't know, child. I don't know. For me, that sounded like a little voodoo-ish, okay? I start feeling like something going on, child. Something that sis need to be taking heed to, because this type of shit people don't sin, okay? Unless they trying to put some root or spell on your ass. I don't know, child. But she think it's just the cutest thing with all this whoop-de-woo and pookie-woo and all these different little, you know, names they got for each other, child. Whatever floats they boat, huh? But then when he calls on the phone, the cousin like, oh, well, no, actually, Justine like, well, we got him on the phone now. If you got a little concern or you got some questions, child, you can ask him right now. What's up? Go ahead, ask him. So he goes to ask him. She's like, well, where you get this money from? Justine started looking real crazy. She like, oh, well, one thing about Michael, he don't like for motherfucker to ask about his money. So I'm pretty sure he probably mad right now. So you mean to tell me you don't even act? Like, I don't know, y'all. Ladies, y'all come talk to me down in them comments. Are you really taking these gifts from people and you ain't asking no questions? Or okay, let's not say from people, because we want to put it in these circumstances, in this condition, the state that this young man is in. Are you really gonna be accepting stuff and not saying, well, babe, how you paying for this? How you doing that? You know what I'm saying? Like, no questions asked. He did hit her cousin with the, oh, child, I done hit the lottery, okay? Which means shut the hell up and mind your own business. I personally, I don't want to know too much, honey, okay? Because I don't want to have to be the less I know, the better. But I also don't want to be left in the dark. Does that make any sense? You know what I'm saying? Justine says she trusts him. You know, she don't ask no questions. She love everything he do. You know what I'm saying? They did get married, child. So, you know, at this point, it is what it is. My thing is, from what I remember them saying, he finna get out really quickly. So why the hell did she hurry up and run and jump and get married inside the jailhouse? That didn't make any sense to me. I could have had a regular wedding, you know? Make it make sense. Something in the milk ain't clean, child. Like I said, out of everybody right now, I kind of feel like they may do the best. I might be biting my words, huh? Within the next few episodes. Last couple we're going to talk about is Mark and Senceray. Now, I really like her name. It's cute. I like how she spells it and all. Girl, this man here stressed me the hell out. I was just like, what in the clown? This episode starts off with homeboy recommending that he impregnates or send her some sperm so that she can get pregnant, so she can get early released from prison. First off, I want to know, is this true? Where did he find out this information? I personally just don't believe that if you end up pregnant, your ass is getting the hell out of prison. From what I knew, they had a place for your ass to go if you're pregnant. You know, like a pregnancy ward or something like that. Imagine all the people in the world all the girls in the world, okay? Imagine if this was the case. You go to prison, you can do whatever the hell you want to do now, but you go to prison and you end up pregnant and you automatically get your ass out. Like, that don't even make sense. There will be no women left in the prison ward because everybody will get pregnant. You get a pregnancy, you get a pregnancy, she get a pregnancy. Everybody will be pregnant as hell in there so they can get the hell up out of there. Like, that just don't even make sense. I don't even know where he got his information from. I just don't believe that's true, but you let me know. He really is crazy as hell. His friends think he crazy as hell. Senceray think he crazy as hell. Now, he on the phone with one of the jail people. Senceray calls in. He like, oh, I'm going to put y'all on the phone, girl. He excited about it, too. I'm about to put y'all on the phone together. I'm going to put y'all on the phone. Hold on. Okay, then they get on the phone together. Yeah, so this is from coming from one prison to the next. I got y'all two on the line. And I'm like, he really thought he didn't do nothing wrong. Sis was like, well, how many people you talking to? How many prison people you talking to? He like, oh, well, about 4. But, you know, he ain't try to sugarcoat it. He ain't even try to, you know, he was giving me the tea of cold. He was definitely giving that energy where he didn't give a damn. If you asked him a question, baby, he was answering it truthfully. And he asked the other girl on the line, like, hey, so I have this crazy idea that if she gets pregnant and da-da-da-da-da, she can be able to get out of the prison and da-da-da-da-da. And the girl was like, no, that's not true because I got pregnant in prison and I'm still in prison. And he's like, well, you had a shorter sentence than she does. I feel like it would be a different thing. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. And he asked the girl, well, do you think that's a good idea? And both of them is like, no, it's not. Senceray is like, I can even probably get in trouble for even get more time added on, for even getting impregnated. Like, what is you talking about? You was not about to mess me up. And the other one is like, okay, I gotta go. They about to do count. I got to get the hell up off this. I don't even want to have no pause in this bullshit that you got going on anyway. She hangs up. He's like, well, damn, you supposed to have done help me out. You know, you were supposed to help me convince her. What the hell are you doing? And then Senceray is like, dummy, that's me. He's like, oh, wait, Censor? And she's like, yes, Senceray. Like, baby, don't forget the A. Like, you know what? You got too much going on. Looks like you trying to deal with everybody in the world, around all the prisons in the world, all the women in the world in the prisons. I want no pause. And then you crazy as hell on top of that. Like, baby, yeah, no. I'm just not feeling it. Clunk, and hangs the damn phone up. This man's like, holding the phone, looking at it crazy, like, oh, she done hung up. I can't believe she hung up. How you didn't think she was gonna hang up on your crazy ass? I can't even believe he thought, number one, that it was smart to put 2 women on the phone from prison. And I can't even believe he thought that sending her his sperm to impregnate herself to get her out. It seems like he's like something ain't right. Like he's too smart for his own good type of thing. Sometimes that could be a blessing and a curse. Honey, which one of these couples y'all think is gonna really make it work, make it last? Which one of these couples y'all feel like, ain't no way. They need to throw the whole relationship away. Let me know if there's some other shows that I need to be watching, child. Come down in them comments and talk to me. Y'all know I talk back. Make sure you thumbs up this video. Make sure you subscribe if you felt them good vibes. And if you made it to the end of this video, be sure to put this emoji down in the comments, baby. That's how I'm gonna know it's real. I want to thank you so very much for taking the time out to watch my video. Until next time, later.